action. Welcome back. I'm a week late, but you know sometimes the greatest take the latest. You know what I'm saying? Fashionably late. I mean, I'm not that fresh right now, but whatever. 58. Feeling great. What's on your plate? Let's have a date on the Friday podcast. Oh shit, what's up, Leo? You wanna see Leo? Leo, say what's up. It's my co-host. And that dog you hear back there, that's a fucking piece of shit. Just kidding. Okay. So I became prepared because last time I didn't do any fucking questions or be more Yoda or anything. I had weird dreams. It's been a while. It's been kind of crazy. But good. Blessed. You know, like the chaos, you know what I'm saying? You gotta control the chaos in here to control the chaos out there, to not let the chaos affect you. And that's with any job, you know what I'm saying? Any career. So I had a dream about a octopus, right? For some reason I was on a boat and we were swimming. We weren't swimming. What's it called? Dang, I wish I had the camera like up top. I look way better from up top. Go like this. News today, because then you can't see all this like weird. Whatever. How can I get? Yeah, I can go straight. All right. So I don't know who I was with. I was with family or friends, and we were on a boat. And it's interesting how dreams. It's usually what makes you realize that the dream is important is because there's an animal, a particular animal. So in this particular dream, which I had a couple weeks ago, I saw an octopus. We were going on a boat, right? And then I see this octopus jump out of the water. And in the dream, I'm like, oh shit, there's an octopus. I don't think I'm supposed to cuss in the first 5 minutes, but sorry. So I wanted to look it up. I was like, oh, that's something. Because, you know, I had a dream about snakes. That's something. I had a dream about, like, a gorilla in my backyard, a bear. So, according to my dreamsymbolism.com, for deciphering the meaning of the dream, it's important to remember how you felt during the dream. Now, when I saw the octopus and we were cruising on the water, I was excited. I was on vacation. It felt like a fucking vacation. I wasn't like running from pirates. I wasn't running from the Coast Guard. I wasn't trying to cross and get into another country. I was just cruising. And I was like, oh shit, octopus. So if you were happy seeing the octopus, such a dream might indicate your readiness to be involved in several things and activities at the same damn time. That's bizarre because my life is kind of like that. A dream about an octopus. Oh, and I know I told you I wasn't gonna record out here outside because my allergies, but the studio's kind of messy and the lighting was nice, and so far my allergies haven't fucked with me, so we'll see how it goes. A dream about an octopus might also be a symbol of your subconscious feelings and needs. Maybe you are not capable to rely on yourself and always need someone's support and protection. This dream is a message to start believing more in yourself and your abilities and be less dependent on others. That's crazy because it reminded me of what happened today, and it's kind of the same fucking situation. And I had this dream weeks ago. Dreaming about seeing an octopus in the ocean or sea. If you saw an octopus in the ocean or seawater in your dream, such a dream might indicate making a good decision about a new job in the near future or a new opportunity. Dreaming about seeing an octopus in a dream might signify your indecisiveness when it comes to solving problems. Damn, I forgot about the mosquitoes out here. You know, octopi are weird because there's some scientists that think they came from another planet. I mean, the way that they're so intelligent and can get out of aquariums and turn colors and regrow, and they're just alien-like. Nothing like we have on this planet. I mean, I guess the squid, but the squid is different. It's not as intelligent. The octopus is intelligent. All right. So I've been fucking up sometimes, and I've been redoing triple digits, angel numbers. So I read, and then I even did 707 like twice or some shit. I think I haven't done this one yet, and it's 505, which I just passed 5 minutes and 5 seconds on here. So if you see 505, according to angelnumber.org, it's a sign of unavoidable life changes that are about to happen in your life. Expect these changes to leave a serious impact on your life and your overall future. So I haven't really been seeing 505. Usually I pick numbers that I see. This time I picked another number that I thought I might see. So we'll see what that means. This number indicates breaking free from things, situations, or people which have been holding you back from moving forward with your life. Angel number 505 from thesecretofthetarot.com says, when you keep encountering this number, take it as a special message from the heavenly forces. Your guardian angels worked in concerted efforts with a host of other angels to make your life better. Now, whether you see 505 or not, that's a true statement. And if you have faith, the statement remains true. You just gotta do your part, which is sometimes the hard part. But they definitely help us a lot, because that saying, it could always be worse, it's true. It also says that it's the angel's way of advising you to lead a positive life. According to sunscience.org, 505 spiritually means you must spend your time doing things that you love. Basically, that is the only way to use your time wisely. Do something you love. Equally, you will have to try and do the test, and your dream will become a reality. Well, when I read it, I was just thinking about something, about another test that I might be participating in life. Equally, you have to try and do the best, and your dream will become a reality. 505 symbolism indicates that you have to be wise and make your time great. Subconsciousservant.com says that the underlying message of angel number 505 is magical and hidden away from plain sight. When the receiver adds together the numbers 5, 0, and 5, the sum equals 10, which reduces down to 1. Angel number 10 is known as the completion of cycles. When one sees this number, they can expect to begin reaping the fruits of their labor. And according to numerologyangel.com, one way of looking at the secret facts carried by angel number 505 is by evaluating its digits. The number 5 appears twice to signify adventure, creativity, courage, adaptability, and resourcefulness. So 505 is similar to 555, but that 0 makes it turn into 10, and 10 has its own special meaning. All right. So I talked about butterflies. I talked about ladybugs. I think somebody's pulling into the crib. I heard that. I talked about praying mantises. So I wanted to talk about dragonflies, because I see some dope dragonflies. According to symbols and synchronicity, most cultures agree that the dragonfly has an association with transformation, change, and hope. Similar to a butterfly, but more powerful. It's a dragonfly. This is because the dragonfly spends the greater part of its life in water. In fact, some dragonflies spend years growing in water and only a short few months of their lifespan in the air. Also, this sends a message that you should embrace living each moment to the fullest. Positive omens of dragonflies. One of the most striking features of the dragonfly is its ability to almost hover in midair. There are few sights as captivating as a dragonfly quickly and gracefully moving through the air. They have an ethereal, almost divine movement. This is why the dragonfly is often seen as a messenger from spirit guides or past loved ones. Some even believe they represent angels. Either way, know that you have divine protection whenever a dragonfly is near. Dragonflies are generally thought to be bringers of good luck, since they are beautiful, harmless, and hunt mosquitoes and horseflies. What the fuck? I didn't know that. Who can appreciate the helpful presence of the dragonfly? Real talk. And I copied and pasted this shit and I didn't even read it before I read it. It's a surprise to me as it is to you, baby. So they also have an association with healing and protection in many cultures, since they help. Well, what was that? That was either a fat ass horsefly or a fucking bee or wasp or some shit. Anyway, who can since they are beautiful, harmless. Oh, I already said that. Sorry. They also have an association. I wonder how my face, like, I probably look ridiculous from that. Who can? I keep reading the same shit. Alright. So they also have association with healing and protection. Sorry, my ankles, my feet are getting bit up by these freaking mosquitoes. Where are the fucking dragonflies when you need them? Dragonflies. Leia looked around like, what you talking about? There's two cats over there sleeping. Let me try to finish this sentence. So as they fend off those bringers of disease, the mosquitoes and the flies, which can give disease to horses or people and shit. Which, Jehovah God, please maybe not get bit, maybe not get disease from all these fucking mosquitoes. I mean, there's fucking a creek back there, so of course there's mosquitoes. But of course, that's why there's dragonflies on top of the water. So they live together with the mosquitoes when they're in the water, and they become enemies. And when they grow up, I wonder if they eat each other in there too. I wonder if the dragonfly swimmers, before they become flyers, they eat the mosquitoes before they become mosquitoes. You can expect positive changes whenever the dragonfly appears. Also, dragonflies are known for the perseverance and adaptability. Believe it or not, dragonflies were around back when the dinosaurs roamed the motherfucking planet. Because of their ability to fly quickly in any direction, like a helicopter, like a hummingbird, which I might talk about one time too. I need to talk about birds, because I've seen a lot of dope birds. So because of the direction their transition from water to air, dragonflies are seen as incredibly adaptive. They are also expert hunters, sometimes hovering until the perfect moment to strike at its prey. The dragonfly reminds us to maintain balance, stay patient, and be adaptable to opportunities that present themselves. They ask us, are you fully embracing the traits of the dragonfly in your daily life and routine? Maintain balance, stay patient, and be adaptable. Adaptable. That's the key fucking word. Adaptability. That's hard to do. But we're forced to adapt. And we can kick and fight, or we can just say, fuck it, let's go with the flow. Which is hard to do sometimes. And sometimes we gotta do things we don't want to do. But for good fucking reason. I want to give a shout out to somebody. I saw this cat at the gas station on my lunch break. They used to go to the school that I teach or assist at. And now he's in college. He goes to Eastfield. And he told me that, he said, can I be honest with you? He said, I really don't know what I want to do with my life. I was like, well, shit, I'm 32 and I still don't know what I want to do with my life. I told him I'm trying to do this podcast, but you know, it takes forever. It can take forever. I'm trying to just scratch the rest of even fucking biting the shit out of me. This bitch. And he was like, I was like, yeah, man, I mean, you know, when I was your age, I had a kid, so, you know, I just had to work. I didn't have no choice. I mean, I got lucky. My parents helped me a whole fucking lot to allow me to go to school. But I had to work as well. Mosquitoes. I summon thee, dragonflies. Come hither and eat these motherfucking mosquitoes. So, I told him just keep doing it. Just get eventually. I mean, you might figure it out. I told him about this podcast, so I hope he listens. And I'm proud of him. I should have told him that. I was proud of him in person. He's a good kid. Time just flies. Speaking of flies. Alright. So, let me see. Before I get into the badass women in herstory, I'm going to read a little bit, answer some questions after we take this break. And we are back. I sprayed some insect repellent, so hopefully this shit works. Alright, so let's read a little excerpt from Be More Yoda. Alright, pick the random page, and here we go. Excuse me. Move beyond your negative thoughts. We all have troubling thoughts. Perhaps you find yourself increasingly filled with resentment towards your mentor because you feel like you're being held back. Just don't let your dark musings consume you, or you could end up with Darth before your name. And I don't want to be Darth Chez Tanuki, aka Darth Chris Chaos. You know what I'm saying? So Chez Tanuki is my podcast name. Chris Chaos is my music name. I used to be called Little X when I was rapping before. Because I couldn't, yeah. I was like Little X, aka Kane. And then I was like EXO. And then I became Chris Chaos eventually. And then I like Chez Tanuki for the podcast. Just to kind of separate. My new music is pretty positive, and it's not like my old music when I was Little X. So Chris Chaos as a name for rap, I don't know. It's just that I used to have a number after it for this podcast, and that number was suspect. Even though it's just a number. Even though that number means DTX. Right? It's like Dallas because A, B, C, D, right? The fourth number of the alphabet is D. And then the 20th letter, is it X or T? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T. The T is the 20th letter. So even though people thought that 420, a lot of times people mistake the number 420 for something else. All I meant was it's from Dallas, Texas. D-T. I'm X. My name is Xavier. That's my middle name. That's why I was going by Little X. Anyway, let me go back to that page I was reading. I'm not Darth X. Focus instead on aligning your thoughts and actions to achieve your goals. You don't need the Force to accentuate the positive and realize your dreams. Obi-Wan Kenobi told Anakin, you're focusing on the negative, Anakin. Be mindful of your thoughts. Very good quotes. Move beyond your negative thoughts. Focus on your thoughts and your actions, which will lead to your goal. Thank you, Yoda. Hopefully I remember next time and do another one. See, some of the ones that we've already done. And I gotta, as you may know, I have to edit all the past episodes and re-upload them, and that includes clips, that includes the Badass Fit Women of History episodes, that includes everything. Except for the Odd Pod. The Odd Pod is good, but on the Friday podcast, see, I was, never mind, I can't. I had to change the name. And even though it's only CBD, you know, it wasn't a professional look. And everything happens for a reason. And I'm gonna expand and grow, and I can continue to make new episodes as well as edit. The editing those videos is so time consuming, but it's totally worth it, because even though there's parts I had to edit out, the stuff I'm keeping in is solid. I'm just cutting out the fat. I'm just cutting out the fat, and I'm giving y'all this solid meat. So now that's what this is. There's no more. Yeah, fat's a good thing though. Fat's not bad all the time. You gotta have some fat in your diet. So there's still a little bit of, you know, fun and shit. But yeah, I felt like I had to finally admit and talk about and explain the hiatus, the change of format, the re-uploads and whatnot. The name change. I mean, I'm still Chris Chaos. It's just I like Chez Tanuki. I don't know why, for the podcast. Well, okay, so Chez is the first two letters of my first name and the last two letters of my last name. And then Tanuki, well, there's two reasons. But the main reason is because of Vino. Shout out to the Odd Pod. Vino from the Odd Pod. Shout out to Ramo Diego, Cindy Lou, sometimes on there. My sister, who was on there once without her knowing it. Shout out to her. I'm gonna have to get her on here one time with her knowing it. Who else on there? My cousin was on an episode of the Odd Pod. I forgot what I was talking about. Why I was saying that about the Odd Pod. I don't know what that is. I think there's a person who makes that noise sometimes, but I don't know why. He has like a, what are those things, like when you have to shout like, oh shit, or what's that thing called, Leo? Not anorexic, but when you keep cussing, or sometimes you just say stuff without, I don't know, you know what it is. It's on the tip of my tongue. And it's really not. It's not on the tip of my tongue. It's in my brain somewhere. And I'm using Scrabble. Arithmetic? Nope. It's not schizo. It's not schizophrenic. It's not autism. It's not acoustic. I don't know. I'm giving up. Moving the fuck on. Let's read a couple questions and answer a couple questions. Alright. Question number 1621. Oh, I need to bring. Oh, dude, got a pen. But bam! So I can cross them out so I know not to read them again. You know what I'm saying? Damn, my knee is white. This shit is white, bright. Causing a fright. Are they whiter than my sandals? Jeez Louise. Would you prefer to ride on a motorcycle or in a helicopter? Alright, so I've been on a motorcycle when my dad was young. When I was younger, when we were all younger, my dad had a Ninja, some kind of Kawasaki Ninja, Honda, some shit. And he picked me up from school one day. And I remember I was young enough to kind of be embarrassed, but not really embarrassed. But I remember like, oh, this is scary. And I had to hold on to him like this, like this, like, oh shit, like a little bitch. No offense. But that's how I felt. Because even the cool women that ride on the back, they don't do that. But I was like, this is weird. A helicopter, that's how Kobe went. I don't know if I'd want to do that. It'd be cool. Like, maybe that was a setup. I mean, I don't want to get into conspiracy theories, but maybe that was a setup. If that was a setup, because, I mean, there's comedians. I mean, Bill Burr fucking flies planes. Helicopters. So it might not be that bad. Oh, are you getting bit by mosquitoes too, Leia? She's, like, biting her foot and shit. probably wouldn't let me get close enough to spray her with that insect repellent. So I guess helicopter. Are you genuinely happy for other people's, now it says specifically, family or friends' success? It doesn't say enemies, and we shouldn't have enemies, but people who, haters, I mean, we shouldn't even hate when the haters are successful, because that's negative energy, and it's real easy to do, and it almost feels so justified, but it shouldn't be. We gotta wish the best for even our worst enemy. Now, if I'm family and friends, heck, yes, I'm genuinely happy. I don't know if I would be a psychotic individual if I was not, or I'd be. The only way that I would not be is if you're comparing yourself to them, and you can't do that. Everybody's on their own path. I'm on my own path, and nobody's path is alike. Sometimes paths end up joining other paths, but their beginning journey is a different path. What is the best thing to happen to you this year? Ooh. Getting up to 43 subscribers on the Friday Pod, getting up to 17 on the Odd Pods channel. Finding out that we have downloads on the Odd Pod on Spotify in all over the world. Like a couple of people in Australia, some in, I think every part of the world. I gotta try to get that picture and put it up to show. It's small percentages, but in every part of the world, and that's just amazing to me. Small goals. I think that's the best, but I also really like my glasses. That I'm happy I was able to afford them, and that there was a payment availability, and that I was able to get them on Glasses USA, and I didn't even have to go to the eye doctor and shit. It's pretty dope. And then also letting my hair grow out and seeing its capabilities and the possibilities. That was pretty dope. Was it this year that I bought new clothes? I mean, it hasn't been a bad year. I think I bought new clothes this year because it was last semester, right? In the beginning of, I mean, this year's almost over. That's crazy. We about to be in that 2022. What memory from your school days still troubles you? When I was in 3rd grade, I told my mom that she doesn't know what she's talking about when it came to doing math, because she didn't know how to do the new math. It was old math. Now I do old math, and my son does the new math. I think it's crazy how they do that, because supposedly the system that it's all Rothschild, Rockefellers that control it and shit. Who knows? Just saw 12/12. I still haven't seen 505. Maybe by the next time I record, I'll have seen 505 because I talked about it this time. What memory from your school days still troubles you? School was cool for me. I exceeded at school. At home, I had the troubles. It was at home with the troubles because I used to be afraid. Man, you know what? It just reminded me. So there's this, I guess I can't talk about it. Okay, so there's this kid at the school I work at, and he's blind. And he was a late pickup today. He's usually not. And I stay with late pickups. And when his mom got there, he said in Spanish, "Oh, I thought you had gotten in an accident or something." And the details of him, it's just the fact that he thought that. I have PTSD, anxiety from getting picked up. I used to get picked up late and go to school late. So once I was in control of leaving school and getting home, I loved it. When I could walk the fuck home, I loved it. I didn't have to wait for my dad, because my dad would fucking sleep. He's a bartender. He would work at nights. My mom worked mornings. So my dad would take me to school late, and then I'd be trying to wake him up. I'd be watching Rugrats and shit, and I knew I was late when Rugrats came on. And I was like, he's like, 5 more minutes. And I was like, fuck. And then I'd wait, and I was like, fuck, let me try it again. 5 more minutes. Eventually, he would wake up and take me to school. And I remember one time, we were late, and I was rushing, and it was raining, and then I smashed my foot on the car door trying to close it or some shit. So I had to, like, untie my shoe and limp around for the whole day. And then when he would pick me up, or my mom used to come home late, I used to think the worst. Like, did they fucking die? Are they dead? Are they out there somewhere just bleeding out and I'm here alone? Am I gonna die? Like, I used to just think the fucking worst scenario. Scenario? Scenario. What's the scenario? Scenario? So that was a lot. That's giving me stress just thinking about the fact that I used to be so fucking stressed all the time. And it leaks over into your adulthood. I mean, and I was just telling my son's mom that it's like we're still like teenagers in here, and I think every adult is just pretending to know what they're doing. And every adult is just a teenager in an older body. If you could do one thing for someone and there were no limitations, what would it be? Pay all my mom's bills. Buy the house. Pay all her bills, everything she owes. Any taxes, all that shit. Same for my dad. Same for my sister. Same for my grandparents. Same for my son and his mom. Maybe even her parents. If I had the money, if money wasn't an issue and there was no limitations, just pay everybody's fucking debt. What's on your mind these days? What the fuck is on my mind these days? A lot and a little. Because if you overthink, I'll go crazy if I overthink. So you gotta compartmentalize. When I'm at work, I only think about work. When I'm at home, I try not to think about work. I try to focus on what I love to do, which is this, which is Chez, which is editing video. And see, the editing, man, it takes forever because the program I have, the computer I have, I'm not complaining, it just takes a long time. So sometimes I just have to sit there and watch a podcast while my video takes an hour to export to become a video, because it's files and shit. So drawing. Wait, what was I talking about? What's on your mind these days? Oh, the podcast. My ability of becoming becoming the ideal boyfriend for the ideal girlfriend in my mind. So that's kind of always in the back. I'm trying to better myself. I'm always trying to better myself. Now, I'm lazy about it sometimes. I only brush my teeth once a day sometimes. I'm trying to be better about that. I got some debt, you know. Therefore, I have to let my mom stay with me. You know? So I got some things I'm working on. And then I don't work out enough. I eat bad sometimes, often. But I mean, for the most part, I'm trying. I try. So my mind is my health, which is physical, mental, emotional. Really, it's my mental health that's on my mind, I guess. It's a lot of fucking things. I could draw a fucking picture. That's probably what my next Inktober picture should be. Is my fucking brain. My beautiful, delicious, juicy, wrinkly brain. That was a weird question. Damn, it's already 20 minutes, and the last time I did like 20 minutes, it's like 40 minutes. I'm gonna stop it there. That was a solid 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions. And I'll continue these next time. I like this. I really enjoy this because it's like the fucking best interviewer in the world. I recommend it, even if it's just for yourself. Like I doodle in here and shit, but I like to draw and stuff. And then I just do. Let's see. Do you believe in PDA, public displays of affection? Do I believe they exist? Yes. Should it be allowed? Yes. Would you date anyone in a wheelchair or with a handicap? Wow, maybe, I don't know. And then my pen died. What is an article you bought or received secondhand and love? Oh, I don't know. I love wearing. Who would you rather hang out with today? Superman or Batman? Batman. See, these are ones that I already. The one that I read to y'all. See, some of the ones that I've already read on other episodes are highlighted. So sometimes I just skip around. Sometimes I stick to a few. So today, the ones that I did, I don't even remember where I was. Let's see, let's read one from 1/9/21. When you get stuck on bed rest, what do you do to pass time? I sleep, I watch movies, but probably now I'd watch YouTube. Do you move a lot? Physically, yes, at work. What is your special song? Oh, Kid Cudi Montage from Kids See Ghosts. How sociable are you in new group settings? Normal, not too much, or too little. I feel like I'm fucking normal. Some people are way too social, especially in. But I mean, it just depends on the social. I don't know. Some would say I'm way too social. You already lost the page that we did today. Because I was putting check marks. Oh, that's why I can't see it, because I was putting check marks. So the ones today were these. And I guess I did these another time. Okie dokie. We're going to take one more break. And then we will finish off with the badass women of her story. I'll be back. And we have returned. Back for the first time. Shout out to Ludacris. So as you can see, I don't have an energy drink right here where I usually have one because I've already drinking 3 today. And I have the same color as the ones I was drinking, the blackberry. So, excuse me. Our badass women of history. So, we've all heard of Amelia Earhart, right? But, have you heard, because I hadn't until today, about the actual first female pilot to pilot a plane? Well, that was, and I don't know how to say this name correctly because I don't know French, Raymonde de la Roche. Raymonde de la Roche was a French pilot thought to be the first woman to pilot a plane. I know I'm saying that wrong. Raymonde. I mean, that's Raymond, right? She became the world's first licensed female pilot on the 8th of March, 1910. 100 years ago. 101 years ago, some shit. She received the 36th aeroplane pilot license issued by the Aero Club de France, the world's first organization to issue pilot licenses. Yo, the French was on some dope shit in the early 1900s. Yo, they the first ones up in the air. They helped us become America, and they were the first ones up in the air. Shout out to the French. So she was born Elise Raimonde de Roche. So I get because it talks about this in this little article right here. It's not that long. Because she changes her name for some reason. Just like me. What? I just connected. So this little part's from Wikipedia. At that time, pilot licenses were only required for pilots operating aircraft for commercial purposes. She was born August 22nd, 1882 in Paris, France, and died July 18th, 1919. Le Crotoy at Le Crotoy Airfield, France. Alright. So from Baha'i Teachings, Baha'iTeachings.org, BAHAITEACHING. Oh shit, it's low power mode. Okay. Teachings.org. So several versions of her name and birth date exist, as well as stories of why she decided to become a pilot. The most often cited date of birth is August 22nd, 1882, i.e. the Wikipedia one that I just read. Her birth name is listed both as Elise Raimonde de Roche and Elise Roche. When she became an actress and singer, she changed her name, given variously as Raimonde de la Roche / de la Roche, which is, it's the same, but they just put it together differently. It's like de la Roche or de la Roche, like La Roche is put together. Anyway, Elise de Roche / de la Roche, Baroness, Baron, Madame de la Roche. But to this article, we'll call her the Baroness, because you know the Red Baron? Well, she's the Baroness. A sports-involved child, not like me, but I did play soccer. I played some shit, you know, but I wasn't great. A teen who loved motorcycles and automobiles. Hey, we were just talking about motorcycles earlier. And a young adult balloonist. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming she went in hot air balloons. Very cool. She next fancied learning to fly a plane. Her instructor, Charles Voisin, along with his brother Gabriel, owned one of the world's first aircraft manufacturing businesses. After she learned to fly, she participated in air shows at Heliopolis in Egypt, Budapest, Hungary, Rome, France, and St. Petersburg, Russia. In the latter, Tsar Nicholas II congratulated her personally. Shout out to Roma. I bet he knows all about Nicholas II. There she was introduced as Baroness, and the title stuck. Damn, the mosquito still stuck me, even though I sprayed. On July 8, 1910, her plane crashed during a show in Reims, France. So severe were her injuries that she was not expected to recover. But the determined young woman surprised everyone, and 2 years later was back in the cockpit, which is a weird name. And if she's in it, they probably shouldn't call it a cockpit, because it was probably called a cockpit if it was just a dude in there, right? I don't know. So we call it the vagina pit, which is cool, right? That sounds cool. But the pit makes it sound like vagina pit, but it's that's not what the dick pit is. It's just a pit for a dude with a, I don't know. Anyway, we'll call it what it's called, the cockpit. That same year, she suffered further fucking injuries in a car crash that killed Voisin, her instructor. Again, she healed and returned to flying. She did not let that, see that humans are we have superpowers because we can fucking heal. Now, some things will kill us, but we can heal a lot of stuff. And that's fucking incredible. I dropped it. Ooh, make sure I don't see my underoos. All right. Get back to it. On November 25th, 1913, the Baroness won the Feminine Cup from the Aero Club of France. It's so weird. It's so hard to sit up so fucking straight. For a flight that lasted over 4 hours. She went on to set 3 records, in parentheses it says for women pilots, 2 for altitude, 1 of which reached, why do they have to put for women pilots? Whatever. She went on to set 3 records, 2 for altitude, 1 of which reached a height of 15,700 feet, and 1 for distance, having flown 201 miles. Ironically, during World War I, she chauffeured officers from the rear zones to the front, at times under enemy fire because it was considered too dangerous for women to be pilots. Yeah, ironic. In her quest to become the first professional woman test pilot, she headed to Le Crotoy, where she and a co-pilot took to the air in an experimental plane on July 18th, 1919. It is unknown which of them was piloting the craft when it crashed, killing them both. I started thinking about food and hunger and shit. I don't know why I read it like that. She died 1 month short of her 37th birthday. She was young. A statue of Baroness Raymonde de la Roche stands at Paris's Le Bourget Airport. Damn, that's pretty wild. Alright, so usually I used to do freestyle. Let me try to do a fucking freestyle with no fucking beat. Right? You think I could do it, Leo? What episode is this? 38? Okay. Yeah. Episode 38. Is it 38? It's 58. Okay. Episode 58. Even though I'm only 32. Sometimes I feel green, sometimes I feel blue. What it do? I'm from Texas. D-Town. No Lexus. In the Suzuki. No crown. I don't take a dookie with a crown. Sipping on some crown. Flip it upside down. Rather load a spliff and take up off the town. It's a showdown. Always been down to clown. On a hater. Knock these fools down. Elevator. Get chopped up. Alligator. I'm coming through like a kangaroo. Straight boxing. Y'all homies can't catch up. Y'all lost them. And I'm so strong, I toss them over the fence into a whole nother galaxy, into a whole nother reality that I ain't trying to visit. Cause every time I flow, it's so motherfucking exquisite. My podcasts are like an alien visit. Sometimes they get explicit, but the people still with it. And I'm trying to let it grow like the tree behind me. They say, how the fuck he's so cold when he rhyming? It's like I'm a motherfucking diamond in the rubble. Here to cause trouble. I make the earth rumble. Yeah, quick like a double take. Never been fake. And I try not to hate. I just relate, react, and congregate. And tell my people what it means to be great. And what it means to find your fate. And what you're supposed to do. And what you're supposed to see. And where we're supposed to be. Let it be known, that's what we used to say. It's going down like it did in the A. But this time, it's from a whole nother place. From a whole nother space. From another galaxy. Another reality, like I was talking about before. I'm in the clouds, but my feet are on the floor. Yeah, for sure. Catch me on the shore, on the coast. What it do? You about to get roast with your crew. Might have to call the red and blue. And I ain't talking about Crips and Bloods. I'm talking about 12. Yeah. I'll put your CD back on the shelf. Yeah. Do y'all even know what a CD is? Y'all be listening to MP3s since y'all was kids. I just farted. My flow's so dumb you can call it retarded. It might not be in the club, but it's in your car when you start it. Yeah, don't disregard it. Yeah, I love y'all. Peace.